Hey guys, welcome back. I haven't done a sit down video in a while. No, that's a lie, I did one at Halloween. I mean, it's been like a minute, it's been a while. But yeah, I am very excited today to be welcoming you to the Clamshell Awards 2020. Yes, that is right, it's back again. This is the 4th year of the Clamshell Awards. I can't believe how quickly it's gone, it's absolutely crazy. I started it in 2017 and all of a sudden I'm on the 4th one, it's absolutely mad. But yeah, I mean, after the year that 2020's been, I think we could all do with some good news, a bit of an excuse to celebrate. So yeah, I hope you're as excited for the Clamshell Awards as I am. Obviously I've never done a video before for the clamshells and talking through what they are and what it's all about, so I thought I would, alongside the blog, there'll still be a blog post kind of explaining it all in great detail for you if you need that kind of thing. I like to have the reading guide as well as the visual aid sometimes to help me understand what the hell's going on. But yeah, so yeah, that's why I'm doing a video as well. But let's get stuck in. So I thought I would start by explaining, I know a few of you might have clicked on this and not really understood or known or heard of what the Clamshell Awards are. So the Clamshell Awards is an awards that I started a few years ago. It was actually inspired by the Bloggers Awards. Essentially, you see all these awards floating about and they're all about the parks and the attractions, like best roller coaster, best British dark ride, whatever. But there was nothing really that celebrated the content creators. So what I thought I'd do, obviously because we have such a huge community, especially here in the UK, like there's so many content creators, so many vloggers, bloggers, Instagrammers, whatever you like. So back in 2017 I thought, hey, let's celebrate those people as well. So what it is essentially is a series of different categories where you guys, the community, have the chance to nominate your favourite content creators, I guess if that's what you want to call them, and then we go through it. It takes a couple of weeks and I go through it all and it whittles down to kind of a top 3 or top 4 list, and then I put it to a public vote, so you guys get a chance to nominate and you get a chance to vote. So it's all very much decided by you and decided by public opinion, and then after those couple of weeks are up, I put out the winners. So yeah, it's pretty simple. It's just a nice way to kind of really shine a spotlight on the people whose content is making a difference, bringing some light to people's lives. Like I say, especially in 2020, we really need that kind of thing to get us through these days, especially while the parks have been closed. So yeah, that is what it's all about. You will notice this year, and I did put a tweet out about it as well, this year there are no category sponsors. Usually I reach out to the parks and attractions and suppliers, people who are generally involved in the themed attractions industry, and ask them to sponsor categories with prizes. Obviously this year, just given how things have gone, a lot of attractions haven't been able to open. We've had industry suppliers go under because of the impact of COVID, so I thought I didn't feel right. I didn't feel right reaching out to them and saying, hey, free stuff please, even though obviously it's for a great cause, it's to kind of celebrate the community. But yeah, it didn't really feel right, and I was like, do you know what, this year I'm going to leave it, and let's face it, the bragging rights of winning is the main prize anyway, so I thought that the people would be more than happy with that, and the response to that tweet was generally aligned with what I was thinking as well, so that was good. So yeah, just in case you were wondering, there aren't any category sponsors for this year, but I'm hoping that next year they'll be back in force. In the past we've had kind of things like backstage tours at Kentucky Kingdom, we've had short breaks to Leesburg, we've had tickets to Phantasialand, we've had IMA score CDs. Every year that people really come out to support it, which I'm really grateful for, and hopefully they'll be grateful to have a little break from me badgering them in their inboxes for prizes this year. So how does it work? So essentially what happens is there will be a list of categories which I'm going to run you through. I'll talk through each category and what it is, and then if you go on my blog there will be a nominations template. You take that nominations template and you fill it out with your nominations, so you can nominate up to 2. It's all explained in the blog, but I'll talk you through it. You can nominate up to 2 channels, content creators per category, and then you send it to me. Usually I just ask you to send it to me via my Facebook page, the Cupcakes and Coasters Facebook page. Just pop me a message there just so I can keep it all in one place. Potentially going to open that up to Twitter as well this year, but it's easier for me to keep track because it's literally just me doing it, no one else helps, it's literally me. So yeah, I try to keep it on one place. But yeah, you send those to me. From those, I whittle down the top 3 or 4, like I said, top 3 or 4 from each category. And then once I have those, I put it up to a vote to you guys. Usually do that through, like, very simple, it's like a Google form or something I usually do. You guys have a week of voting, and then after a week of voting, the winners are announced. So it's pretty straightforward. So with that said, on to the categories. So I want to talk you through each category, explain what it is, and you can get thinking about which channels you want to nominate. And like I say, it'll all be reiterated in the blog post as well. But yeah, let's get stuck in. So the first one is a returning category. It's the category every year. It's the best established channel. So it's a channel you all know and love. A channel that you see over and over again, pop up on everyone's feeds, are always putting out great content, and they're a channel that you just feel is part of the furniture at this point when it comes to kind of theme park content creators. The next category is the best newcomer channel. So this is the best channel that has appeared within the last year. So I think this is going to go out kind of end of November. So within the last 365 days from when this video goes out, or this blog post is made live, a channel that was established or kind of became part of the scenery from that point. I'm not too strict on it, like essentially it's down to me. I judge it, and if I would determine someone to be a newcomer, then they're accepted generally. But yeah, that's best newcomer. The next category is the best small channel. Obviously a lot of times with these kinds of awards and things, you see the same kind of big channels with a big following getting the nominations over and over again. It doesn't really give a chance for any of the smaller channels to really break through and get their moment in the spotlight. So yeah, best small channel. It's the best channel with, I think I said under 10,000 subscribers. I can't remember. Yeah, best channel with under 10,000 subscribers to be considered a small channel. So that's best small channel. The next category is another one from last year. That's best vlogger. So that's the person who's part of a channel or who owns the channel, who you really like to see in front of the camera. Someone who is always catching your attention, always making you laugh. You just love watching them. Best personality. You feel like you could be their mate, or they're really informative. They go into a lot of detail when they're out of the parks. Or yeah, just someone you like watching, but that's best vlogger. The next one is a new category for this year, and that is best production. So I'm talking like amazing visual effects, amazing editing, really gorgeous cinematography. I've actually noticed in 2020, people obviously haven't been traveling abroad to places. They've been spending a lot of time in their home parks, and I think that's meant people have been able to spend a lot more time capturing really nice shots because they're not worried about kind of getting around the park to ride rides they've ridden 100 times. So I personally think that in 2020 we've seen a real increase in the quality of the kind of content that's coming out of the theme park community. So I thought I would introduce a category to celebrate that. So that's best production. The next one is best Instagrammer. So someone who takes beautiful photography, but we know that Instagram, obviously it's mainly about photography, but with the introduction of Instagram stories, Instagram TV, all that good stuff, it's someone who really utilises the platform and really kind of shows off theme park content in a really great way on Instagram. So that's best Instagrammer. Next one's an old school one. It's come back every year, and that's best Facebook group. I feel like the Facebook groups kind of replaced the theme park forums, if anyone is old enough to remember those. I know I personally started out in the theme park community on a forum, and that's kind of migrated onto Facebook. So you have these kind of little pockets of people where we chat stuff about theme parks, but there's loads of different ones on Facebook. So it's the one where you find the latest news or the best engaging conversations, the funniest people, memes, whatever you like. But yeah, best Facebook group is that category. Another one that I can't profess to personally be involved with, but I know a lot of you guys really love your theme park games, so it's best gamer, meaning who makes the most amazing creations in Roller Coaster Tycoon, Planet Coaster, No Limits, all that stuff, Parkitect. Who's someone you follow and you love hanging on their updates, you love seeing what they're going to create next, who really has that attention to detail, or post stuff that makes you second guess because you think it's a POV, which I do all the time. People post No Limit stuff and I'm like, I don't recognise that coaster, and then I realise it's No Limits and I realise I'm just old. But yeah, best gamer. I have noticed a little bit of a drop in these this year, but I thought I'd have the category nonetheless, best podcast. So I mean, I know personally I listen to podcasts in the car, and obviously I haven't been driving a lot of places this year because I usually drive to and from work, and I haven't been doing that this year. I've been working from home. But yeah, best podcast. Who do you love to just kick back and listen to chat and shit about theme parks? We know there's some really great theme park podcasts out there, so another category to celebrate the podcasters in the community. The next one is a category that's very dear to my heart, and that is best blogger. Who do you love reading articles from? Who has the best way with words when it comes to talking and writing about theme parks? Who writes articles that really make you think of things you haven't really thought about before when it comes to theme parks? Who writes the best top 10 lists? All that good stuff. We've got loads of amazing theme park bloggers in the community, and this is a way to celebrate them. Best theme park blogger. Another new category for this year, because Lord knows this kind of thing has kept me going through lockdown and furlough and whatever else in between. That's funniest account. I didn't want to make it too specific to one channel. It can be across any channel, but who makes the funniest content, the stuff that you read it and you burst out laughing, you end up sharing it with all your friends. Person who creates the best memes, person who creates the best funny videos, anything like that. Just person who makes you laugh the most, or channel that makes you laugh the most within the context of kind of theme park community. That is funniest channel or account. And then finally, new for this year, I wanted to do something that would kind of celebrate all the stuff that people did to kind of keep us going through the various lockdowns, especially while the parks were closed. So I've come up with another new category, and this is the final category of the Clamshell Awards 2020, and that is best live content. So obviously live content can apply to a lot of different things, whether you're live streaming, are you gaming and live streaming, or you kind of live streaming while you're at a park, or you sat having a beer and done a little bit of a live stream on Instagram or something, having a bit of a chat with your followers, or is it a live quiz? Is it a quiz that you've taken part in week after week, and kind of it's really helped see you through the weeks because you get a chance to actually engage in kind of real time with fellow enthusiasts, especially while the parks are closed. Anything like that, anything that could be considered live, and I appreciate that's probably going to be quite a varied category when it comes to your nominations, so I'll bear everything in mind as to whether it counts, but in my opinion, as long as it's something that played out live and people could watch it in real time, it's going to count, and it has to do with theme parks obviously. But yeah, that's best live content. So that is it. That is 12 categories for the Clamshell Awards 2020. I'm so excited that it's happening again. Like I absolutely love it. It's so exciting for me, and I know you guys get really excited and involved with it as well. So I'm really excited to start seeing your nominations flow in. Like I say, if you click in the link down below, that will take you to the blog post, and the blog post has the template that you can use. You don't have to use a template, I just find it's helpful. You can use the template, fill it all out, send it to me on Facebook if you can. If you can't, just pop me a message somehow and I'll see if there's another way, but primarily I would prefer if you use Facebook if you could. You have a week to get those into me, and then I think it's a week. I'll state specifically when the day when it closes, because I haven't quite decided yet in the blog. But yeah, get thinking. Who do you want to nominate? Who are the content creators that you really think need to be celebrated this year, especially the year of our Lord 2020? We know we need a little bit of happiness and celebration this year. But yeah, that is the Clamshell Awards 2020, and I'm so excited to get stuck in. So yeah, thanks so much for watching. If you do have any questions or want to know any more about specifically how any part of it works, just leave me a comment below and I'll answer you and give more detail if you need any. But yeah, get nominating, and I'm excited to see who comes out on top this year. Thanks so much for watching, guys. See you later. Bye.